How's it going, everyone? Welcome to this painting tutorial. In this video we're going to look at how to paint 1000 Suns for the Horus Heresy Warhammer 30k. In this video I tried to use a red that was more primary and pure instead of using dark reds or almost orange reds, and I think it turned out as I intended it, so I like it very much. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and stay after the video if you would like to know how to support my channel. I'm going to start by priming the model. I used Rust-Oleum Black Primer. You can use any primer that you like. Black is a good start, but it's really, I have no preference. I'm going to start by giving the model a coat of Mephiston Red, and this is going to be the first color. Just make sure to thin down your color and give it a full coat around the model. Stretch the paint and work fast so it doesn't dry while you're applying it. But this is only the undercoat. This is the color before the real color, because Mephiston Red is a little bit too dark. It's a more crimson red than pure red, and I'm going for a more pure red for 1000 Suns. So this is just the first step. Next, I'm going to use a mixture of Evil Sunz Scarlet and Mephiston Red, about 1:1, to give it the real color for the armor. This is going to be applied in the same way that the last step. Very careful to give it a good coat. And I used about, I think, 2 layers to get it to full opacity. But I think Evil Sunz Scarlet is a little bit too orange for 1000 Suns. And the other color, Mephiston Red, is a little bit too dark, so this is a good middle ground. Here I'm using Carroburg Crimson after that layer is dry. And I'm going to use this color to shade all of the recesses on the model with a detail brush. Be very careful to apply it only on the recesses. If you apply too much, you'll need to clean up with the previous color, which is the mixture color. You can mix a whole batch of the paints if you're painting an army. But if you don't, you'll have to mix every time you need to clean up, so it's a little bit of a hassle, so try to work as clean as possible so that you don't have to clean up. Next, once that's dry, I'm going to use Wild Rider Red, and this is going to be an edge highlight on all of the edges of the armor. I only did one edge highlight because I thought it was good enough. And I'm using a little bit of drying retarder to help me keep the paint wet and easier to work with for a longer time when I'm edge highlighting. Once that's done, I'm going to use Leadbelcher, and with this color I'm going to paint all of the silver areas around the model. There aren't very many. It's only the details like in behind the knee and all of the tubes and details here and there. That's why I'm using a detail brush. Also the bolter. And we're going to leave the bolter case alone because we want to paint that white color. So I'm trying to use a detail brush to go around these parts without painting where I don't want to paint. Next, I'm going to use Rakarth Flesh as a base coat for the bolter case. We're going for a warm white instead of a cold white because the model is red, and we don't want to use a Celestra Gray or something like that because those colors have a more blue tint. Next, I'm going to use Palid Witch Flesh, and with this color I'm going to paint over the whole area I painted with Rakarth Flesh. The Rakarth Flesh only served as a base so that it's easier to paint with this color. Give it a couple coats so that it covers well. Next, I'm going to use Retributor Armor. This is one of my favorite colors to paint shining gold. And this I'm going to use on all of the places that you want to be gold, which is usually the shoulder pad trimming. And I picked a couple of parts on the backpack. And if your model has more detail, you can use it as you want. So be very careful not to paint on the red, and this is a very easy color to use because it covers super well. Next, I'm going to use Agrax Earthshade, and with this color I'm going to shade all of the colors that we painted so far, which is the silver, the white, and the gold. But in the white, be very careful not to shade the places that are open, like the bolter case. Just try to give a shade to the recesses of the white to give it a shadow, but don't paint over the whole white because you'll have to clean it up, and you can do that if you want, but it's not necessary. Next, I'm going to use Runefang steel to highlight all of the silver areas. With this, I'm just gonna edge highlight or touch the places that are more exposed and sharpest around the bolter, just to give it an extra metallic highlight. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and use white scar. This is going to be the final highlight for the white, just to make the edges look brighter. This is going to be an edge highlight on the bolter case, just to bring up that white color. White's always very close to white, but not quite. This is enough white with white highlights to make it look white. Next, I'm going to use Liberator Gold, another of the new paints that I like. This is going to be an edge highlight on the gold and all of the most raised parts of the gold if you want. But pretty much in this miniature in particular, it's only the edges that you have to highlight, and it looks pretty good. After that, I have to paint the eyes. I'm going to paint them green. I'm going to start with Caliban green as a base coat for the lens as a dark green, and I'm going to paint the whole lens with a detail brush. After that's done, I'm going to use Warpstone Glow, and with this I'm going to paint the half front part of the lens. After that, I'm going to use Moot green as a final glow highlight. This is going to go on the very front part of the lens. Just a little dot of this color is enough. And to finish it up, I'm going to give it a lens effect with white scar. I'm just going to paint a little dot on the very back part of the eye. This is going to make it look like a jewel or like a lens. And this is the finished model. I have to say I had a lot of fun painting this model. It's very bright and stands out a lot from the other miniatures. It was easy to paint, it has few steps, and it looks great. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you found it entertaining and helpful. And if you liked it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. Also, let me know what you think. Leave a comment on the comment section below. Let me know what you would like to see next. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you on the next video.
You stayed. Great. Thank you very much for watching my video, and if you would like to further support my channel, you can become my Patreon on Patreon. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, and you are helping me create more and better content. If you can't, that's fine, because you're helping my channel a lot just for watching and sharing, but you can read all of the details if you follow the link in the description below. I hope you can spare $1 to make this hobby of mine a job for which I can get paid. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.